Hello. Okay. I'm checking my sound. Hey guys. Okay, sound is good. Okay. I just got my notification, so maybe you guys are getting it too. Okay. Hey guys. I decided to do like a member-esque live, okay? Any of you guys who are members, you guys know because this is how I set up every day for members live. Hey y'all. Girl, look at the day. Is it coming through okay? Yes, it's 7/7. It's right, right? It's 7/7/26. Do you know what today is? It's someone's jailiversary. Jailiversary. Thank you for the flow state, Kiana. Hey, boo. Wow, y'all coming in. Okay. Hold on a second. Okay. My goodness, that filled up quick. Okay. Hey, y'all. Okay. Hey. Is it Prenty for yous? Pre. Why do I always get this wrong? Preent. Prent. Fires? Prent fires? Print fires? Did I get it right? Y'all. My bad if I got it wrong. Thank you so much. Hey everybody. Just Dandy 88. Hey. Okay, let me fix this. Hey y'all, do you know what today is? It's someone's jailiversary. A Y'all, let me tell you, I'm not going to go too much into it. If you want to know what's been going on, go over to Love Lies and Lace Fronts where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. And I told the whole story. I had to go with my husband to an appointment this morning, and baby, I was in the car baking in the sun. Um, just talking about the last few days, which it's don't cry for me. It's not that big of a deal, but it's just been a challenging few days. We have some dog trials and tribulations, and we are working through them. So if you want to know detail, head on over to Love Lies and Lace Fronts where we do all of the things, and you can get that tea if you would like to know about me over there. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not gonna bore y'all. These are cheaters. Okay, what are cheaters? Readers. These are some Sonya readers that I call cheaters. Okay, but bump. Okay. I paid $800 for cat dental cleaning, and girl, $800. It's like, could she just be a snaggletooth? You didn't want your baby to be a snaggletooth? Girl, these are some Sonya reading glasses that I like to call cheaters, okay? Can you believe it? 4 years. I can, girl. Hold on, let me show you. And they just threw me in the car. And they just threw me in the back of the patrol car. Y'all. Okay, welcome, guys. I don't know. This might be kind of like a little pregame. If you guys want to do something a little more formal, I came to key. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a little punchy right now, meaning sis Tad. Okay, Lambo is going through it. I'm not gonna bore you with the details, but Lambo's going through it, so sis hasn't been getting much sleep. Even though I do look rather well rested, I'm not. So, maybe a little later I can get on the computer because I am sitting here at my desk, but I didn't have it in me to do StreamYard. I just couldn't do it. I am not in a StreamYard kind of mood today. I am in a get in where you can fit in. And this is what I do. If you guys want to know what we talk about in the morning in members, like this is exactly how I do it every single morning. However I do, you know what I'm saying? Like however I do it, this is how I do it in the mornings on my phone, just, you know what I'm saying? And I just said, you know what? I know Bougie Gang wants to talk because it is the 4-year jailiversary and we got to do something. And we can't just not, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been in this, we've been in here, we've been in there like swimwear, and we are committed and all of the things. So I said, you know what, baby, the show must go on. And well, thank you so much. Thank you. Um, I appreciate that. You're so sweet. Thank you for all of our wonderful longtime supporters, Alan Speed and Miss Ma'am, July Ruby. Thank you, Boo. All of our wonderful, and all of you who've been here, all of you who, if you just found this channel today, welcome. And if you are an OG over here and you are, and I mean, original gang, original bougie gang, um, hey girl. Hey, men of Bougie Gang. Hey, ladies. What's going on? Dre's runt over Crocs. Okay. Yeah, we've been in this for a long time. Hey, Sausage for Cereal. What's going on? I see all of you guys. Um, should I put up a Q&A box? Like, let me put up a Q&A, and then you guys drop your Q&A, drop your questions in there. That way I can try to get to them outside of just like regular comments. You know what I'm saying? Why do I feel like it's this damn season, y'all? Pinned to the live stream. What does that mean? Oh, okay. Where do I get the Q&A box from? All right, my bad. All right, top chat. All right, let me just okay, July Ruby, Alan Speed, Dre's Runt Over Crocs, Larissa, Leandra, Miss C. Welcome to the chat, Miss C. Thank you, Boo. Thank you for becoming a member. Granny the Great. Thank you, Boo. I appreciate y'all so much. Um, Let me see. Did I get everything? All right, let's see. All messages. Oh, happy jailiversary, Nestor. Do you guys like this backdrop? I was like, what can I put up? So, yeah. My glasses are in the bedroom. But yeah, I put these cheaters on because if I don't have these, I cannot see. So, and since I'm not going to be on my computer, I was just like, let me just. But these are Amazon, so if you want me to send them your way, you can have these too, of course. What do I think I do a 2.5. I think I do a 2.5. I'm not sure. Let me see. Girl, I don't even, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't even know. These are two, Jesus. You see how bad I can't even read it? They're 2.0. My eyes aren't as bad as I thought they were. They're 2.0. Um, okay. Why do y'all try and come play with me? What my name Holla? Are you my name Holla? Are you even subscribed here? Hold on a second. Let me you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, let me just make sure. Let me just make sure we are not, if you are here to play, you are playing. Okay. Uh this is Real Talk Bougie, okay? I don't buy readers from Dollar Tree, okay? Um, do you know what today is? It's girl, stranger danger. Girl, I might put it to yesterday, okay? We might have to put it to yesterday because if you haven't been subscribed since yesterday, then just you'll be fine tomorrow, right? Um, okay, here we go. Here's the Q&A box. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Drag here. Is this the Q&A box? Nesto questions. But I wonder where they're going to come up at. Okay. And then it's right here in my face. Okay, I'm going to have to get rid of it because I cannot stand this right here. Okay. Okay. P.S. The background has me weak. Okay. What do I do with this? Okay. You guys, I've used this before, but I don't know. Okay, let's see. How does this work? It's not there. People always want to come from out the blue and say silly stuff. Um, Thank you for the jewels. It's a jailiversary. Okay. P.S. The background has you weak. Fancy seeing you again. Hey, don't come in this chat with no dumb. Okay, period. Because we're not doing any of all that. I just go ahead and we're just gonna like the doors are open, but they're not that open. Okay. Uh, oh, you know what? I don't. I'm assuming I've got moderators in here, but let me. Baby, I had to, okay, if you have a mod stick, don't be afraid to use it now. And I'm talking about with some like certified bullshit, like nothing silly. We all know people, uh, no. Okay. On some certified bullshit, please use your wrench, okay? Bible lady, shut the doors, okay? Shut the doors are now not open, okay? Thank you. Okay, you guys. So look at the date. I don't even know how to get to the questions. Let me see. Can someone click in there so I can see what it's going to come through as? Can anybody click on the Nesto questions and so I can see um what's going on here? Who waits around for a man for 4 years? That would have been a great question, Pebble Lane. That would have been a great question. Sonia Durham Waller does. It's only an answer box. Ah. So had I put a question, then okay, hold on. But it says it's a Q&A. So that's my question. Your answers are questions. Just type it. Your answer is a question for me. We'll do it how we want to do it. Nesto coming out. I guess eventually. They can't keep him there forever. One way or the other, he's coming out. You see that? You see the date up there, guys? And then take a minute and double tap on my face, double tap somewhere. Let me put this on. Hold on a second, guys. Okay. I had to put on Do Not Disturb. Do you think he'll go to trial? Did you type that in the box? Do you think he'll go to trial? The box comes up in the chat. Okay. Um, Do I think he'll go to trial? I mean, if you look at it, think about the fact that he has been a plea deal type of guy his whole criminal career. Okay, his whole entire criminal enterprise career has been plea deal after plea deal after plea deal. So if history is the best predictor of the future, then let's say no. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm going to go with, and that's just based on what he's done in his past. He has taken a plea deal every single time. Now, has he taken a plea deal all the way to the bitter end? I haven't done that type of research, so I don't really know. But we know that all of his cases have settled in some sort of a deal, plea deal, non negotiated plea arrangement, or whatever. He has never gone to trial. So I don't know that he's going to go to trial. I would love for him to go to trial because you guys know, we love the dog and pony show over here, so we want to see all of the evidence laid out. We want to see Miss Strawberry come. I want to see Miss Gail Bickham. I would like to see Miss Gail Scretchen, Miss was it Melanie? Miss Melanie. I would like to see all of the things. I would like to hear from the auntie who borrowed the car from her niecey Pooh, who was in the Dominican Republic, who her daddy bought her a car that belonged to the teacher, Miss Scretchen, and Miss Ma'am was in DR, and the auntie or mom was driving it and got arrested in South Fulton. I want to see all of those people. I want all of it, Sonia. So keep telling Nesto to take it to the box. I would love for him to take it to the box, okay? I want to see all of the evidence and I want to meet all of the people. And I want every excuse to, how far is Atlanta from Charlotte? I want every reason to come 300 miles. Is it 300? I don't think it's 300, but 3 hours. I want every single reason to make that 200-mile trip. Okay. Do you think Tight Suit will have a loose one on for the next court appearance? If he has been taking Ozempic or Manjaro or Wegovy, did Hoover start his GOP one? Because you know he's got, I mean, he probably has some high blood pressure. He probably would be a good candidate for some assistance. So will his suit be loose, baby? Are we roasting today or are we being serious? If we're roasting, I think I already started. If we are doing a serious recap, then let me stop. The icing on the cake would be Nesto testifying, baby. Are we roasting and gagging on today? Thank you, very cherry. Thank you, boo. Continue, Ella. Look at this thing. It's so cute. Stay hydrated, okay? It's for the thirsty people in the back. Stay hydrated, okay? It's hot out here. What's today's temperature? Thank you for the jewels. Yes, you said let's roast. Okay. Has Sonia told him to testify? I think she told him that he needs to tell his story, right? Hold on a second. What's the baby? Oh, they said in 4 hours we're gonna have an inch of rain. Baby, no, please no. It's 93 degrees right now, in my neck of the woods. 93. Wait, that's not right. Hold on. Baby, I'm not up there. Hold on. Yes, that's where I'm at. Um, okay. 93 seemed plausible, but I don't think so. Uh, it's giving me the weather up in Cary, 28105. Okay. Hot as hell in H-Town. I love this. I'm not kidding. I love this weather. I'm totally cool with it. Okay. I can't stand this thing. Okay. I don't know what in the weather is going on. Okay. I would drive to Atlanta through hell and high water to hear Nesta. I would too, but I just don't want to go and it's like foolishness day. I don't want to go and it's canceled day. I don't have 1 minute to waste. Literally, I don't have 1 minute to waste. I just want to know that when I pull in to the parking deck, walk in through security and all of those things, that when I sit down in the gallery, something is popping off. I don't want to get there and it's some fucking foolishness and fuckery. That's so I'm not even planning. So when things pop off and it's like, okay, there's a trial happening and I already got confirmation that a jury is that they're doing jury selection, they're doing voir dire and all of the things, and it's happening day 2, day 3, okay? Day 1, because also, we have to factor fuckery because this is the Nesto trial and so much has been happening. um you know what I'm saying? We have to say less. We just have to say less. And we don't, and what do we not do? We do not let our left hand know what our right hand is doing. So, we're just going to leave it at that. Dre's on door cracks. Meet. That's my sentiments exactly. Thank you for the thumbs up. Integrity matters. Um, It feels good though. It feels so nice. We had kind of a little chilly situation going on for the past 4 months. I'm here for it. I am embracing summer. It's summer. It's hot weather. I'm here for it. I You would drive through hell and high water. Okay. It's hot here with an amazing breeze. I've been working outside all day. Happy jailiversary. The cherry on top would be finding out Sonia was hired to be an agent of chaos in his life. Well, would that not be would that not be I mean, we don't know that, but it's somehow she was somehow this woman came to this man's life and if he likes it, I love it. Will Nesto fire tight suit and represent himself? That has always been on my mind. I think Nesto knows that he does not have the ability to read. He doesn't he's too short-tempered. There's no way that I think that he would even consider. He can't even keep up with the documents. Thank you for the flow state. Thank you. I don't think he can't keep up with any of that. So no. He's not going to do it. Okay, you guys said let's roast. Okay, let me get caught back up. Nesto doesn't have a vocabulary to represent himself. He doesn't even have the acumen. He's so busy denying, he doesn't even know, he wouldn't even know number one where to defend himself. I don't even think he could do as well as Lori Vallow. Lori Vallow, you know what I mean? Like, we've seen people attempt to defend themselves and they worked it out. I mean, they didn't do an amazing job, but it wasn't, you even heard the legal pundits say it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, type of thing. Um, Thank you, Be the Light. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for renewing. I think you renewed. Free Nesto until it's backwards. Okay. He would be saying, first of all, and let's start rambling. Wait. What would Nesto say? He would say, first of all, okay, here's the thing. He would say, first of all, here's the thing. And then he would say, we're about to get real nasty with it. Okay. That has to be Lamont. Okay. Where will Sonia get his suits from? Timu. Okay. Timu suits. What about TikTok shop? TikTok shop. Okay. You think she's gonna get him some Fashion Nova suits? We won't be able to understand a word he says if he takes a stand to represent himself. They'll have to have an interpreter. Remember the movie Airplane when they had the those guys and they had there was I don't remember. Look, Airplane was so long ago and I was not and you know what I'm saying? I was young. Remember when they had the lady who was like the jive interpreter? She's like, "I speak jive." Do you remember? I wish I had my other phone. Um, hold on. I'm sure I can't show it. I'm sure it's copywritten. Hold on. Oh, stewardess. Good, just go watch this. A mess. They'll have to get June Cleaver over there and okay, hold on. The jive interpretation. Okay, that's what would happen in the courtroom if Nesto gets on the stand. Okay, can't forget. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And girl, okay. Let me break it all the way down. Let me break it all the way down. It's about to get throwed out. We're about to get real nasty with it. Here's the thing. That don't make no sense. I don't know them folks. Come on, y'all. I'm fighting for my innocence. Thank you, Houston Foodie. Hey, boo. Allegedly, thank you, hun. Airplane is a classic. He can represent himself, and Sonia could be his second chair. Can you believe that, Bougie? Please answer my question. Ruby, July Ruby. Hold on. July Ruby. July Ruby. July Ruby. Where are you? Hold on. July Ruby, is it way, 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 way back? Hold on. Let me look on my computer. Let me see if I can find it. July Ruby. Where's the Q&A? Rich O1D. Thank you for the flow state. Thank you, hon. Uh, how do I see? Okay. They don't stack up like they do when I do it on the computer. July Ruby 237. What's 237? Hold on. Oh, at the 237 mark. Hold on. When I'm on this, I can't see that, but hold on. 237, so 12 minutes ago? Jesus. Uh, if I was in front of my computer, I wouldn't be able to even go back that far. Let me see. 237. It's only going back to 234. July Ruby, July Ruby. Didn't I just see something? I can't see it, baby. Can you ask again? 237, 2155. I feel like I'm burning up in hell. Wow, what a bad day for him. That don't make no sense. I am dead. Can you ask? Yes, please ask it again. July Ruby. Yes, 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 yes. July Ruby. A fool can see I've been set up. Any fool could see I've been set up. Um, Tisha K. Remember Tisha K? I'm an innocent man. He should have a problem with the fact that Sonia was sitting up there emailing Will Wooten. Okay? That's a murder charge. That's a murder bond. First of all, I would like to motion that I have been behind bars for 4 years. I object, Your Honor. That has nothing to do. He was offered a reasonable bond for the. Uh, Your Honor, um, I'm just a black man. You agree or disagree? You agree or disagree? Do you agree or disagree? It's a Fran Drew. Sonya will come back with the Daisy Dukes. Am I wrong? You got the furious, you got a ferocious Call him, please. I'm tired. Okay. Hey, y'all. Wait. Hey, y'all. My favorite Nesto saying, of course, is dem folks, and dem folks ain't built for this. Okay. I hate when he asks, am I wrong? I think if they call Shirley back, he just might cry. He sent the Alpha David. We sent it. I was just catching up on Love Lies and Lace Fronts. Can you believe what's going on with Lambo kept me up like the last couple nights. It's just horrible. I used to send it used to send me out. Am I wrong? Right. Let me switch hands. What you blowing for? What you blowing for? I feel like I'm in hell. The air vent blows icicles on me. It's, would he rather have the air vent blowing icicles on him or be hot in a dorm, Mr. Such and Such? Okay. July Ruby, you still there, babe? I'm trying to catch you, hun. That don't make no sense. That dude, he gonna bring up how he helped the homeless. Okay, he used to feed the homeless. He had his shop in a gas station. He thinks that he started mobile barbers. He thinks that he came up with the idea for people to go mobile. I've been a charged. Am I a charged? I done rewrote this thing 100 times, walking around in a wheelchair with one leg off. Nesto is trying to get back to the green waters. July. Okay. Walking around. Okay. Remember cologne flavored bread? The bread tastes like the booty salon. What does estrange mean? The Boziano nightclub. You are a charged at Florida girl. Why am I charged with these lies? Why am I charged with these lies? It's a whoa. It's a whoa, whoa, whoa. There are so many good ones. Too many. St. Peter's trumpet. Pinocchio. It's Obama's fault, all of it, but Trump can fix it, including her bowel her bowel challenges. It's on the motherfucking warrant. Cologne flavored bread. That was the craziest thing. 85 South Yuku. Moving funny style. That's Dennis, isn't it? That's what Dennis says. Moving funny style. When Dennis says that, that cracks me up. Yeah, 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 yeah. How about thanks for letting me be the first to touch them titties. Pill call. Sausage for cereal. Mediocre stroke. I had a mediocre stroke. Always take me out. I'm in here on a blind. I'm in a whirl spin right now. When he was trying to get Sonya to sell her body to Krail. Is that what he was trying to get her to do? Blueberries. Them titties. I ain't wanna I ain't wanna type the titty comment. You know what? I almost don't even care anymore. Like YouTube is so random. I could sit up here and say titty, 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 but then I could say 521 Apple Court, and it's like, you said somebody's address. Like, no, I didn't. I'm just saying I paid $5.51 for a quart of apples. Like, just it's random. He's random. You're gonna make me get out of character. Pat that thing. Zuka Luka Zuzu. What is Zuka Luka Zuzu? I don't remember that one. Listen to me. Okay, you don't. What about this one? You don't have to talk. Don't say. You don't have to talk right now. Just let me. Hold on a second. I posted this the other day on my Facebook. It came up in my memories, and I was like, you know what? Let me post this. And you guys, I know we have a lot of news to catch up on, so trust me, I know, but we're not going to get overwhelmed by it. We're just going to take it one thing at a time, and we're going to do the best we can, right? Dear Miss Shay Alexander, this is from the Book of Nesto, chapter 2023. Um, hold on. Okay. And let's read, okay? Dear Ms. Shay Alexander, hold on a second. Okay. Okay. This is from the Book of Nesto, um, 11/6/2023, and I shall read. Dear Miss Shay Alexander, how are you? I hope this letter reaches you in good spirits. I've requested several times for copies of all my warrants as well as my probable cause hearing. Here is the date. Okay. Here's the date of my probable cause hearing, September 14th, 2023. Also, here are all the case numbers I had the hearing on. If it's any way possible, could you send me a copy of my warrants and transcripts when I sent when I went to the preliminary hearing. Also, I went to court on the 19th of October, 2023, for my bond hearing. Can I get a transcript for that as well? I've been incarcerated for 16 months. I've had 3 lawyers, 2 public defenders, and all of them have failed by the wayside. The DA have been adding charges, dropping charges, as well as demolished my family and livelihood by leaking all my phone conversations out to the public. So I am forced to defend myself the best way I can. So, Miss Alexander, I'm begging you to send me the documents requested. I am a innocent man, and I still have not even been indicted. So I'm begging you to please, please send me what I need to get my life back. I have lost everything, but I still have God. In the name of Jesus Christ, be blessed. Here are all of my case numbers for my probable cause hearings, as well as my preliminary and bond hearing. And then he puts the case numbers. And if you would like to read that, go to my Facebook page and it is posted. I reposted that like 5 days ago as a throwback, so it's there. Okay? Go check that out. Nesto doing a Sarah Boone letter. Nesto doing his Sarah Boone letter writing and hallelujah. Okay, can I get some amens in the chat? Some amens and prayer hands and some St. Peter trumpets. Okay, and some pizza slices. No, I'm just kidding. Girl, drop them pizza slices. Okay, girl. Everybody has pizza slices. Everybody has trumpets. Everybody has prayer hands. Okay. Yes, yes, and some teeth. Okay. I need you to record yourself reading it over that typewriter. Oh, okay. Make it like real dramatic. Okay, Jackson has a request. Okay. I will do that. We will do that again. Where's the letter to Mr. Such and Such? I never saw that. We never saw that letter. We only heard him read that letter. We'll do that. Okay, if you guys want to further trip down memory lane, we'll do it later this evening. Okay. I'll come back. Right now I'm on the phone, as you can see. Is this is this even helping us, the Q&A box, or no? I'm gonna just trash it. Okay. Let's get rid of it. The Q&A box wasn't helping us. His voicemails were priceless. I wish I had separate, like, when he did leave voicemails, those were funny. Like when he's like, when was the last one? Wasn't that fairly recently when he called somewhere and Sonia was like, okay, go ahead, leave a message. I don't want to hear no hee ha ha. Ain't worth $75. I don't know about that. I am on a okay. I don't know about that. I'm on a recorded line. Does that mean I get some in 2 weeks? I don't know about that. I'm on a recorded line. Y'all, it's the jokes write themselves. Um, so does that mean I'm gonna get some in 2 weeks? I'm on a recorded line. I'm married, boo. He should have just said, I'm married, boo. You say I'm a mess, very cherry? Aw. I need you to, okay, I need you to record yourself. Where's the letter to Mr. Such and Such? Second grade writing. Did he ever get the Bible with his name on it? I think so. Muchacho. I wish, which I think I do have it. Now that let me not say too much, y'all. Remember the video where Joe showed up on the video? You guys don't know, but they basically talked about it and leaked it um, in court. So I feel like I can talk about it. When Joe went to go talk to Nesto that day, and he was telling him to not have anything to do with pizza teeth, and the meddler, that whole thing. I need to find that video. I feel like it was a plant. It was a plant because he's not he's not an officer of the court. He knew what he was doing because he wanted us to see it. I think he wanted somebody to put that up, and nobody ever did it. Didn't no one ever do it? Teeth, pizza, pizza talked about it before anybody did. She told everybody about it. Um, of course, other people knew, including myself, but never said anything about it because he said, if you're seeing this, don't talk about it. And who talked about it? The person that he told to not trust. Like, it's just stupidness. Just stupid, stupid foolishness. Um, I can't even work for laughing. Okay. Yes, put your headphones in, okay? Because you're going to get in trouble at the job. I don't want to hear no hee hee ha ha, ain't worth $75. Don't know about that. I'm on a recorded line. Just to be clear, Nesto was not with me. Um, how many times did she say that they've seen each other now? Did she say they only had sex one time? He knows. He met you and told you to go take your clothes off, and you want us to believe that you only gave up the boots one time? I missed that video. No, I never was. No, it was never made public. No. I have to find it. I know I have it in my disc somewhere. I have it. I know I do. Damn, I must have missed stuff because who is Pizza Teeth? Girl. The meddler. Do you know who the meddler is? The meddler blogger? The if you know who the meddler is, you know who pizza slices and teeth emoji is. He went over there and took her pamper off and got some. Sonia got turned out by a man with erectile dysfunction. Wow. I'm just reading the comments. Okay, you're gonna have people unsubscribe to my channel. Y'all gonna get me some unsubscribes. Okay, hold on, let me see. Y'all have I y'all gonna get me in trouble. Oh, I got two new subscribers. Okay. Why nickname pizza? Okay, we're not getting into all that. So if you look, it's so obvious. Um, it's not pizza teeth. It's just pizza for a reason. And then look at the. I can't say. I don't know. I didn't. I don't. I don't think I came up with the teeth emoji thing, but I don't know. Just look at the emojis and then you'll see. He emptied that bag. Oh God. Welcome new subscribers. Thank you for being here. Okay. So yes, all jokes aside, today is 7/7 and 7/7 is Nesto's jailiversary. He has been locked up for, as you can see, 4 years now. Do you guys think that we're going to get to Cinco de Nesto? Do you think that this time next year Nesto will be adjudicated? That's the question. Let me put that up. There's the poll right there. I'm going to just do a simple yes or no. Next year, will we be post trial or will we still be pre trial? Will we be talking about Nesto? Okay, hold on. 7/7/20. Oh God, it's gonna be 7/7/27. 7/7/27. Will we will we be will we be pre trial or post trial pre sentencing? No, I'm just kidding. Um, Pre trial, post trial. I'm just gonna leave it at that. Pre or post trial. Or okay. Pick one. There's three options. Um 7/7/27. Will we still be pre-trial, post-trial, or will he already be Georgia Department of Corrections? We have 12 votes already. 7/7/27. Will we be pre-trial, post-trial, or already in prison, state property? Let me know what you think. We have over 200. We have almost 300 here. Okay, let's go. Let's vote. Let's double tap on my nose. You guys can drop me some 100s or some hearts. Go ahead. Those are free 99. Free 99. Drop me some hearts. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Vote, 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 vote. Okay. 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 Thank you for the floating heart. Thank you. 7/7/27. 7/7/27. Right now, we have 100 votes. Right now, 45% are saying still no trial. Wow. 32% think he's already going to be in prison. So I guess that would be post trial. So if it's post trial could just be he's had the trial, but he hasn't been sentenced yet, right? Um, but I think in Georgia, after the trial, they go ahead and sentence anyway, unless they are waiting for like the the PSI report. But they may have already have that done by the time Nesto's through court. But allegedly, thank you, hon. Thank you, just dandy. Thank you, boo. Okay. Please participate in the poll. Thank you. We're gonna be Noah's Ark by the time they prosecute. One of the luckiest days of Shirley's life. 7/7. Can you believe that? Thank you, Reef and Muff's mom. Oh, look at I like these. Oh, those are so cute. Thank you. That was so cute. Thank you, phone calls from prison. Thank you. You guys are so sweet. Pre-trial in pre-trial, okay? In my Judge Manning's voice, okay? Wow. Still in pre-trial. Look, you're hearing it direct from phone calls from prison. If they aren't some of the experts out here on on these YouTubes, baby, I don't know who is. Renee Terrell, hey boo, thank you. That creepy guy. Was that this morning that we were listening to that call, or was that last night? The guy Kenneth? Is his name Kenneth? The guy in South Carolina? Baby, they should never let him out. He is so creepy. You guys, if you haven't been over there, calls from prison yesterday, if you missed the premiere, make sure to go check it out. Give them the viewers, please. Go ahead and handle that jail phone call business. They premiered a very extra creepy guy from South Carolina who was talking to his mother. Mother was very bothered, and mother was very much ready to get off the phone and go cook her dinner. And sir, girl, Kenny was a total weirdo. Um, and I guess he had gone for his parole meeting and got denied. It was like, sir, do you think they're really going to let you out? Okay. Houston Foodie, thank you, boo. You're loving this for Nesto. I think everybody is. Yes. Okay, let's see. Ooh, I just noticed. You guys got your verified status phone calls from prison. Have you guys had your check for a long time? Why didn't I not notice that you had your check mark? Okay. Okay. Verified check. Yes. Okay, what up, Doe? Thank you. T Baby, thank you. Be the light, thank you. Do you know what today is? Thank you, Gloria Wolf. Anime. Let's see. Granny the Great. Let's get into some Nesto mess. It's your jailiversary. Miss C, thank you for the membership. Leandra, Larissa, Dre's Runt Over Crocs, Alan Speed, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And July Ruby, thank you for all you do. Thank you, July Ruby. Baby, I feel so bad I missed your comment. July Ruby, if you're still out there, baby, don't forget. If I missed it again, girl, send me an email so I can get it. I can't eat it right now. Just put it right there. Okay, thank you, hon. Farrah made me a sandwich, y'all. I remember when that happened in South Carolina. I feel like I was living here then, but I don't remember when that happened. Is that when that girl just like disappeared, her and her friend, they were on spring break? Is that guy? But that hasn't been 30 years. There was a girl who went missing during spring break and it took a long time to find her. It took like 10 years to find her. 91. Did it take a long time for them to find her, or they found him pretty quick? And because he's done 30 years, right? There was another situation, I don't think this is it, that there was a girl who went missing and it took them like 10 years to, they kind of thought it was him, but they didn't have enough evidence. And then it was like almost 10 years later, then they found the guy. Then they got more, evidence and information. And then not Natalie Holloway, but it was someone else in Myrtle Beach. It was like a whole nother Myrtle Beach. Natalie was the thing that happened in Aruba. But there was a young lady, it's unfortunate. Those spring break stories are just too common now, right? Something similar to a Natalie Holloway situation, but specifically, this guy that phone calls profiled yesterday was in Conway, which is outside of Myrtle Beach. I don't know if it happened in Myrtle Beach, but Conway is like a close. area of Myrtle Beach. And there was another situation similar to that. She went missing for a long time. They knew she was pretty much dead. She went out. What she was doing out, nobody knows. It was, you know how, girl, when you're young, you do stupid things and you make it back to the room and you don't even think about it, right? Unfortunately, some don't. She was one of the ones that did not. And I feel like they had a lead on some guy for a while, but they didn't have enough to prove it. And then I'll have to look it up. I'll just remember and I'll look it up. I'll do some searching. Yes, she was from Rochester, New York. Brittany Drexel. Is that the girl is that the case that I'm talking about? The girl who went missing in Myrtle Beach and then they found her later? Let me see. They found her out. Did they find the baby yet, Javea? That story took me out this weekend. Between these creeps, between these weirdos, and Javea's parents, baby, I was done this weekend. I'm not even kidding. This was in the back of my mind. The lady who was partying and left her babies to get burnt up in the house, and then the two goofball dummies um, who killed the little girl. Oh, I couldn't. I was like, I was busy watching Van Life all weekend. I was like, I cannot. I was like, I need a little break because, girl, these people about to get on my nerves. They're about to get on my last nerve with all this. Brittany, what's her name? Thank you. Is it Bada Boom? Bada Boom, Bada Bam? Girl, if you'd have said Bada Boom, Bada Bing, that would have brought me right back to New Jersey. Brittany Drexel. Yup, I think this is her. Yup. Yes, that's the one I was thinking of. That was in 2009. She was with some friends. She went out walking on the strip for whatever reason and never came back to her room. Yeah. I'm telling you, we used to go down to Myrtle Beach for the bike rally. If y'all two don't get out of here, Lamb, leave her alone. Do you hear what's going on here? Portia, go. Do you hear this? Her parents didn't know she was in South Carolina. Oh, that's too bad. Girl, half the time I went to South Carolina when I was in my 20s. Let me tell you, the first time I went to bike rally in Myrtle Beach, let me tell you guys. Okay. I probably shouldn't tell this story, but I'm gonna. I was hanging out at this club I used to go to, and sometimes I used to go by myself. Anyway, I made these two friends. Girl, these two girls were wild. They were a little older than me, but they were so much fun. I met them and I was out by myself that night, or I was with my friends and they had left and I was busy waiting for the club to close. You know what I'm saying? Like I was outside, okay? Anyway, I made two new friends and they were like, "We're going to Myrtle Beach. Do you want to come with us?" And I was like, "Well, let me know." They were like, "Oh, it's in a couple of weeks." You remember back in the day when we didn't really have cell phones. Like when was this? Girl, this might have been like 98, 99, back in the 90s. So we're telling a Sonia type story, okay? So back in the 90s, I know I wasn't 30. I was in my 20s. I was probably 27, 28. Girl, why did they just show up at my apartment and were like, "We're going to the beach. Do you want to come?" And I was like, give me a minute to get my bathing suit and some shorts. Why not, right? We had beepers. How did I make it and come back? We didn't even have hotel reservations. I didn't know where I was going. I had just moved down here and I did not know anything about bike rally. I didn't know how wild it was going to be. I didn't know a thing. We didn't have hotel reservations. We didn't have nothing, but we had a ball. We had a ball. It was so much fun. Um, but you know how we stayed safe back in the day? We all stuck together. Like, if it was three of us that went, it was three of us that stayed together. It was three of us that all went back to the room. It was three of us that would go out to eat. It was three of us. If somebody met a guy, then he had two friends or something like that. You know what I mean? Like we all stuck together, right? That was the safety net. And I think having cell phones and feeling like you can venture off by yourself, that's girl, that's the scary part. You cannot venture off by yourself. That was how us girls, and I'm sure the guys too, but guys are different. For us girls, we always, you stay with who you came with and you stay in a group and you all make sure everybody is okay and gets home. You know what I mean? It's always somebody who ventures off by themselves that ends up, it's not a good outcome, right? So that's the short version of a very interesting story. But that was my introduction to Bike Week, and I went back. I don't even know how many times. I went back a lot. We had a good time. We had a very, very, very good time. Rule number one: you leave. Yeah, you have to stay together. You stay together. My mom just told me she knew I was sneaking down to the city. Here I thought I got away with it. Girl, she knew you were out and about. She knew you were outside, okay? But you know what? When you know, this is another thing too. When you know you're not supposed to be somewhere, you're going to be extra safe. That's what I think. Most kids are going to be extra safe to not do anything stupid to get home so you don't get found out because who wants to be in trouble, right? That's how you stayed safe because your parents put the fear in you so you knew, girl, I got to get back home. Like it's getting kind of late. Let's get out of here, right? Um I am black skin household and I didn't want to go. I didn't want you didn't want to get your going out privileges revoked, girl, and have to get a lecture from your grandmother, I'm sure, right? From either one. I'm sure either grandmother would have been it would have been hell to pay, right? My mom just told she knew I was sneaking down to the city. We didn't even let anyone get lost in the club. No. When we went, the first time we went to Mardi Gras, it was probably like six or seven of us. And I mean, we used to have, the human shit, like we would all hold hands walking through the crowd until we get to somewhere and then you can disperse a little bit. But if we were walking through the crowd, baby, it was either like this or holding hands. Your aunt was 16 at Bike Week. What? Yes, we didn't let anyone go off with no one. Yeah, you had to stay. You had to be with a friend. Absolutely. Okay, guys, what else about Nesto do we need to talk about? So, number one, so all seriousness and all everything. Nesto, if you're new here, welcome. We are cutting up and clowning a little bit today. It's a little bit of a celebration anniversary. This guy right here, Ernest Williams, that is the ex-husband of Miss Shirley Strawberry from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. That's her husband. He's been in jail. He has been a Fulton County inmate sitting over in Cobb County for 4 years, almost 4 years now. He moved from Fulton to Cobb somewhere in late September, October of 2022. But nonetheless, all of his charges are Fulton County. He's over there because his wife had a you know, celebrity status adjacent through Steve Harvey, okay? And he's older, he's on medication and whatever. They just, they were Rice Street has its problems, so they put him over at Cobb County, which was a safer situation. Anyway, long story short, this man has been in jail for 4 years. He's got two very serious cases, a RICO, um, and he's got sexual assault case that includes CSAM, rape, all kinds of stuff. He's got some very serious charges. On top of the RICO, there's two additional felonies that go with the RICO, but they have not been joined yet. Anyway, Sir has been in jail now for 4 years. We have had extensive pretrial out the wazoo. And there's a status hearing next month when his lead attorney is going to be in trial on the Sarah Grace Patrick case. So, is he going to have a status hearing next month? We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Why do we always cut up on the jailiversary date? Because it's we're just celebrating and we're saying all of the things that the victims probably would like to say, but are too smart to come from out the bushes. So they're just channeling some of that energy over this way. That's all. He's going to plead if one is offered. Well, Will says he offers to everyone. It just might not always be the deal that you want. So I would almost imagine, based on what Will has said, that he has a plea deal, but it's probably not what he wants. You know what I mean? Like it could be 20 years, it could be anything. Plus, Sonya has him geeked up to plead his, you know, fight his case and not, he's also told Sonya he's innocent. So how is he going to look pleading guilty when he says he's innocent? Thank you, Leroy. Oh, excuse me, Leroy's. Thank you. Sarah case shouldn't take long. She's guilty. Um, that's what the police chief said. They said, remember, she said we have a boatload of evidence. I'll never forget. She said they had boatloads of evidence. We have a lot. We don't want to be on that list, girl. Let me tell you, the fact that she has Arnold and Sean, Strawberry is probably celebrating today. As she should, as she should. I like it. That's why I'm always here. Going down memory lane. I think, why do we always cut? Okay. Nesto and Dre, are we gonna has to take a ride and talk, okay? Can I hit the replay? I don't know. I think you can. You mean like slide the bar back? Thank you for the flow state, babe. Is it set up like that? Hold on, let me see. It should be because my settings are set that you can always slide back, but let's see. Yes, you can slide back. Yep, you sure can. Shirley is just glad to be fuck nigga free. Absolutely. Period. The Bushes said, "Thank you, hun." Reef and Musk's mom said, "Sarah is it fucked?" I don't know what that is. FNF. I think Nesto's date should be 6:10 instead of 8:10, especially since Big Hoove will be in trial. You think it should be 9:10 instead of 8:10? We're not in charge. They don't, they want to pretend like they don't watch over here, so that's okay. Let them do whatever. Let them do what I hate that they're dragging this out because, we had the whole summer and I mean, the main thing that would stop me is if, at any point, it's during a school year and stuff like that. That's my main obstacle from being able to do certain things. Nesto is going to take this case to the bat ball end. Okay. Let me see. Mm-hmm. Wonder if Nesto crashed out today. Do you think he even I'm sure he remembers. Sonia, I wish we still, I know her and the meddler broke up and I don't know if she's gonna take V's call, after the last, sound like she, I don't know whether she's coming back or not, but I wish she would come back and, Sonia's entertaining to me. Is that Hoover dragging it out so that the state gets tired and throws the goofy plea bargain on the wall? Well, remember when Will was here? Will's been here twice. He says that he offers, it's customary for Fulton County to offer deals. It's just will they take it? So he does, I do think that he has a deal. Like, I didn't believe it at first because I only heard it from the meddler's mouth, and the meddler needs to be fact checked on everything. But when the actual DA said just a blanket statement of we, on all of my cases, I make offers, I took that as there had to be something out there. He probably just doesn't like the deal. Just go back and listen to when Will was here. He didn't speak specific on Nesto's case, but he said in general, that's what they do as a office and definitely as like the manager of his cases, he does that. So, um well, you think 10 years? See, remember he had the recidivist, so he asked for max for Nesto. The deal could have just been you don't have to go to trial. You know what I mean? The offer could have been I'll save you being dragged and I'll save you the aggravators, which could be the max plus whatever. You know what I mean? Because if you go to trial, they could actually give you more based on these aggravating circumstances. I'm going to let you just get the 15. Because keep in mind, Kayla Brown, if you've been following, Kayla is brand new to her scam career, right? And she just got a RICO in similar fashion to Nesto's, right? She came out the gate with a RICO, right? Still on the run, by the way. Her margin was up to 15 because of the RICO, and all of the other charges fall under the RICO. So really, the main charge is the 15, and the other ones just by I guess like order of operation. I guess I'm not sure what they call it, but it's not going to be like consecutive. They're going to all run concurrent. So she got a bunch of like 5 year, 5 year, 7 year, 7 year, 7 year, but everything falls under that one main RICO and they gave her a deal at 7, right? At 5, and then it went to 7. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, she's still, girl, just, and they watch in the bushes, so we're not going to say too much. You know what I'm saying, girl? I have it on good authority that ma'am is watching in the bushes because something, I don't want to, you know how we know when we know you hear something that someone said something about something that was said. I mean, nobody else is covering the case, so why wouldn't she? You know what I mean? Nobody else is covering it, so off topic. But Fran, what are you using that has your face glowing? I use Fenty. I've told you I've been using it for years now. I started using it in the pandemic. It's the Fenty Three Steps. Um, it smells like cantaloupe or something. It smells like melon. It's so nice and it's very gentle. It's a face wash, cleanser, it's a toner, and then the moisturizer. And then I double moisturize with something called, it's by Tula, Tula. It's in a yellow tube, and it's called Ready Set Glow. And that's like my second moisturizer. But yeah, this is all, and some oil, girl. I do, I'm over 50, so I do put my serums, okay? I have a serum. So if you go to Tracy Ellis Ross did like a get ready with me for Vogue magazine. It's on YouTube. And she did this get ready with me, and she put this oil on her face, and her face looked, Tracy Ellis Ross is chef's kiss, beautiful skin, everything, right? She was using this oil by a dermatologist called Lancer, Lancer, and I immediately ordered it. It's a big bottle. It is pricey, but it's worth it if you know what I'm saying? Like, I went through it. Any of you guys who've been following me for a long time, I went through it. I had lots of hyperpigmentation, and I've had to stop wearing, I don't wear makeup really anymore. Not because I have any, not for nothing, just to, I don't, I just put it on when I want to. I don't wear it now because I have to, because I'm hiding. I just put it on when I want to. But for the most part, when you guys see me, it's lip gloss and glasses. That's it. So yeah, that's what I use. I use oil like serum and the three-step Fenty and Ready Set Glow, and that's it. Okay, Petty Patty, so the recidivism would have probably given him an additional 5 for 20. Because he asked for the max because he's a repeat offender and all of that stuff. And the RICO is 15. So he could definitely get 15. He could get 20 based on some of the crimes. Also with Shirley, that's an aggravating. She's over 65. She's a senior, and that's an aggravating thing. Crimes against a child. So if, let's just say, what happened with Melody Scretchen, I don't think that there's anything like, she has an autistic son, but I don't know that that was necessarily a crime against him too, stealing his mom's car. But you know what I mean? Like, he was so egregious in his crimes, really preying on single mothers a lot of time, or he did prey on men too, but he did have a knack for preying on single women. Um, Either, varying different, I mean, he didn't discriminate. Women who had some coin and women who were probably on a budget. You know what I'm saying? Scretchen was a teacher with a son, probably not making what Gail Bickham was making, and them not making what Shirley was making, or whatever. We don't know what Gail Bickham was making, but I'm just throwing that out there as an example, that all of these women had varying different net worths, right? Um, but Shirley definitely is of a certain age, and that bigamy and all of that, it being seen as a scam, her being of a certain age could be an aggravator. Okay. Okay, just dandy. I'll link everything. When the video's over, I'll link the products, okay? But it's just a three step. You can get it from Sephora, Ulta, Fenty skincare. But I've been using it for some years now, probably 3, 4 years since the pandemic. Because the pandemic, y'all, I had lots of spots. I had a lot of hyperpigmentation, and just being very diligent about not playing with my face, not touching, clean hand. You know what I mean? Just, it's a girl. It was hard, but I, you know, it's also hard looking at your face and seeing the damage that you can do. You know what I mean? So I just had to be very diligent. Hi, Pam. Who would have thought that 4 years later we would still be in the same place? Okay. Okay. don't know. Pam, do you think that we're going to get to 7727? Do you think that we're going to be at Cinco de Nesto? Okay. Pam, I was not surprised. I was watching a little bit. I was waiting for my husband. He had an appointment earlier, and I'd seen those videos on Instagram. I was not surprised to hear Tigger was taking some time off. Didn't like last week. Now I didn't know to the extent of what happened with Francesca. Y'all, if you're not watching the coverage, you got to go to Pam's. I'm sure all of you guys are watching over at Pam's, but if you're not, Pam Esquire Law Intellect, um, don't play yourself, pay yourself and go over to Pam's channel and get the tea, the legal tea. And the Tiga stuff is really, it's very, 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 very interesting. Also, the lawsuit with Francesca, baby, I was caught up because every time you said Francesca, I used to think about, well, my name is the French version of Francesca. Every time you said Francesca, I used to think about that. I like it brought me back because in Spanish class, they used to call me Francesca, which is Spanish version of Francesca, the Italian version. But yeah, that whole Francesca lawsuit is a trip. So yeah, that's really interesting. Go catch our friend Pam. But no, I would never have thought that at 4 years we would still be sitting here pre-trial. It's crazy. So I don't know if we're gonna get to. I feel like Nesto's gonna take a deal, not because I want him to take a deal, but I just think he's gonna take the deal eventually. I think that I don't know, but what this is the deal. Like, what does he have waiting for him outside? He doesn't have anything waiting for him. He doesn't have any resources. He doesn't really have any friends. He has Sonya, but is Sonya's support? Like, do any of you guys really think that Sonya is really going to be there for him when he gets out? Because it's different playing with this guy on the phone and phone calls and video visits. When he brings his scruffy behind to your house and wants to take a shower and he's eating all your food and he's got an attitude and he has to go to probation and he needs money or he wants to be in the streets, is that going to last? I think they are going to eventually offer him jail time served and probation for a long time. What about, so that's on the RICO, but Hoover, so what do you think, Pam? Hoover doesn't want to join the two new cases. Will they try to null pros the strawberry indictment and null pros the PGR? Because Hoover doesn't want to join those two other indictments. So, say he gets jail time for the RICO, he still has two other cases and he's got the sexual assault case. So it's like he's still in trouble. Do you think, like, what do you think about that? They could give him jail time served, but then his lawyer is fighting for the strawberry indictment and the PGR to be separate. So that still would leave him with two cases. Now, could they no pros those? I guess. They can still orchestrate a deal to include the other cases. So make a bundle. And then what about and then even with the case that, like a universal deal to include Ernell Winfrey if she's so inclined. But do you think they'd give him jail time served on that one? Is Hoover on all the cases? Well, it's supposed to be Joy Walker, but I don't know. I think it is Hoover on all of them. And Hoover's going to go with that little girl's case, the teenager who's alleged to have killed her parents in South Carolina. He doesn't want Sonia to be as a free man. That's why he ghosted her. He's going to be looking for a lick if he gets out. Sonia ain't got no money. I think is Hoover, yeah. Um yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's been so much time. I feel like it's easy. is I don't know. Maybe jail time is easier time. I don't know which one's harder time. I don't know. I feel like he should be made to go to GDC at least for a year. He shouldn't expect any deal that doesn't dispose all of the cases. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense. Yeah, because it'll still be like the hamster wheel um, of just waiting. Absolutely. So I yes, it wouldn't be worth accepting. Absolutely. I agree. I think I mean, that only makes sense. So to your point, if Wooten is only offering him a deal on the cases that he's managing, what's the point? Because he's still going to be waiting. He's still going to be in a holding pattern. He would want a deal structured that would include everything. But if he takes a guilty, he's adamant about not wanting to be a sex offender, and he would probably have to be sex offender status if he took a guilty on the sexual assaults, unless they worked out a way to, I don't know, unless they I don't think he would get time served. I think he would get 15 years, 4 years to serve in jail, and the rest would be so like 11 years probation, basically the rest of your life. And I'm only saying that because Nesto's not in amazing health. Let's just say he got 11 years probation. He would be in his 70s, and I don't think, he's not in amazing health. So I don't know, he could live to 95 for all we know, but I can't wait. Cuz I don't know if you saw the Rico that they've been doing, the colossal the colossal mess that is the Rico of Kayla Brown, who has a similar, like a little bit of similarities, let's just say, to Nestor's Rico, but not. I mean, it's a Rico, but identity fraud, theft by receiving, theft by taking. The difference for her is securities fraud and insurance fraud or something like that. And she got 5 with 10 probation, but now it's 7 with 8 probation because she didn't report. And then now she's still on the lam. And I got some new information, but you know, I got some new information, but you know, she's still not in custody yet. We'll just leave it at that. That's why I think there will be no plea offered to him. Very cheery. If he has to report for the rest of his life, I'm sure that would suck for him. It'll be hard. He can't stop doing crime. He's gonna have to. He'll have to, or else he will be cashing in a ticket to prison. I mean, if he violates parole or probation or parole, was that parole? If he violates his probation terms, he's gone to prison. So that'll be on him. Get the status of ex-offender to everything, so he will not get out of that jacket. Yeah, he would have to take a sex offender status. Do they have to offer a plea? I think they just have a protocol and they offer. I think so. I don't know that every case, but let's just talk Fulton County. Go back to the interview with Will. He says that they have a practice of offering everybody some sort of a deal. It doesn't mean it's a sweet deal, but they give you an opportunity to maybe not have to stand trial. They give an opportunity the family and the victim's heartache, judicial economy, all of those things. So, yes, I think it sounds like they make a practice, but the deal is only going to be but so much, right? So, I'm just taking that as what he said. I feel like we asked him that question a couple different ways, but he can't answer anything specific to Nesto until after the case is over. So, I don't know that they have to offer a plea deal, but if Fani, if her DAs have the bandwidth, or they have that in their tool bag of options, I guess they all do. I don't know. Maybe some cases they just won't. We won't be offering any deals on this case. Maybe there's exceptions to that rule, but maybe in general they offer, but if your crime is super duper egregious, um some people just know they're going to prison for the rest of their lives. You know what I mean? Like if you are a cold-blooded killer, what's the point in having a trial if they have all the smoking guns and all of the receipts and all of the things? Maybe they will just spare you 6, 7, 8 weeks of trial. Maybe some people see the benefit in that. I don't know. Maybe they don't want to have everything on the record. I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. Or if they know, like for instance, and this is a different jurisdiction, but like Kimberly Mills, the woman who's responsible for her son dying down in Florida, it was an abuse case. She went ahead and just took the rap. I mean, she knew she was responsible. She knew that she subjected her son to that man who ultimately killed him. And she was being charged with murder just like that man was. And she went ahead and took her plea was that I don't think she got any deal. She's doing life without parole. I mean, I guess the deal is you don't have to sit in court. You're done. You get to go on down to your cell in Florida Department of Corrections. So I don't know. I guess everybody's deals are going to be different. Can you believe that? He's still listening to Sonya, and Sonya is a screwball. I mean, does anyone think that he's not pleading guilty and taking the deal? Number one, I would hope nobody. I mean, he's not. Erica King can't be guilty and him be innocent, in my opinion. Um, we have all of those receipts. We know it wasn't a case of mistaken identity. It there is Nesto was in the place. They have his handwriting. They have, I'm sure, subpoenaed we haven't seen everything, but we know that some things he had his hand in. He took out loans in Shirley's name. They have marriage applications that support the bigamy. There are receipts and contracts and actual physical receipts that they found in the car that he called his own, which was not his own. It was obtained by fraud. And if he listens to her while out on probation, she will F him up. Always talking about going off the grid. Okay? He can't go off the grid. He has to stay where his probation officer can find him. He should have phased out quick. Me either, sus. He likes high earning women he can use. Nesto don't even know them folks. Even if he listens to her while out. Okay, she's gonna mess him up. Sonia told him to go to trial. Do you think he really is still trying to save face because of Sonia? Like, do you think that he's not trying to take a deal because he has to preserve what he has with Sonya, even temporarily? Nesto don't even know them folks, okay? Right, girl, them folks don't have a pot, a PB, a PB out on him the first night, okay? Me either, sis. He likes high earning women. Sonia can't afford to pay attention to him and measure and treasure. Can you believe that? Plus, he doesn't, as a sex offender, he can't be around that little girl. I'm not making any inferences. I'm just saying he is no kin to that baby. And if he has sex offender status, he can't be around anybody's kid. Speaking of bigamy, did you end up watching The Polygamous? No, I did not. I haven't watched it. I have not watched it. I'm rocking my free Nesto, but not today tee for the Jailiversary. Free Nesto, but not today. He doesn't care about Sonya. When he gets out, he won't fool with her. But where's he going to sleep? You think Dion is look, are his kids going to open the door? Let me not say any names. Um, are any of those kids going to be opening their door and let Pop Pop lay on the couch? Is Pop Pop welcome on the sofas? Let's change the poll. Hold on a second. Okay, you guys, we voted. 7727. Will we be pretrial, post-trial, or already in prison state property? According to you guys, it's almost like a 50-50 in a way because if he's post-trial, then he would be in prison, right? So in a way, it's kind of like a two of the same side. So in a way, it's kind of 50-50, which doesn't help. But let's just say on just raw votes, 18% of you said it's still going to be pretrial. So you guys are confident that at some point this year something is going to happen. Also, he will be in state property by then. And 49% still say, okay, so post trial, 18%. Wow. But when you add post trial and already in jail, it's it's 50%. It's 52. Okay. But as a collective, 48% of you guys don't think anything is it's still going to be we're still going to be in a holding pattern. So interesting. Okay. Okay, let me screenshot that. Okay. 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 Okay, we got the screenshot. 265 votes, okay? Um is Joey Sea Dog here? Hey Joey. I wish I could send down my call with me. All right, let me do another one. Is Sonia going to let him whose couch is Nesto going to be sleeping on, you guys? Us seniors need love too. Thank you, babe. IT babe, thank you. Let's see. I think I said thank you to everybody so far. If I missed you, I'm gonna find you. Okay. Whose sofa will Nesto be sleeping on? We know it's not going to be Shirley's. We know. He can't even get through security. Will it be? I don't think it's going to be Lamont, but okay. Clock that. Okay, vote, guys. Whose sofa will Nesto be sleeping on? Okay, can y'all tell me? Will it be Lamont? Will it be Dre? Will it be Sonya? Or will it be one of his kids? Okay. Wait, I was about to say, how many votes already? Okay. Let me refresh my screen. Okay, Reef and Muff's mom, clock it. Sonia's sparkly hands. I see you. Thank you, hon. Us seniors need love. Okay, so far you guys are coming out the box. It's Sonia's couch. Lamont, I don't know what happened. Lamont was his lifelong friend. So was Dre. Those guys were in his wedding. They're not offering him a place to sleep. Y'all don't think his groomsmen are going to offer him a place to sleep? His own children? You think he's the unnamed snitch? I wonder next time we have Will Wooten back on, we need to ask him, will we ever know who the unnamed co-conspirator is? A new old lady. Do you know? So let's talk about this for a minute. Is right now the perfect time for Nestor to get a new boo since phone calls from prison can't get the calls? The meddler, due to the meddler, we can't get calls, we can't get videos, we can't get text messages. Hi, Dr. Charles. Hey, girl. Um, his new friends are now awakened. Really? Now is the time for like the lot lizards and the thirsty chicks, the middle-aged thirsty chicks who want to get at Ernest Williams. They want some of that. Lamont is in Paris. Okay. Someone will find a way to get the call. Somebody's not, someone's not, well, we can get it once he's adjudicated. Once he's adjudicated, we can all get it. The calls did not stop for any other reason other than the meddler was over there doing too much. And I think she really offended the family of that lady, Miss Tangi. I would have been horrified. Okay. Is it preent? Why can I never say it? Can you phonetically send it to me again? Preent Fayez? Pre. I bet some other fool is writing Nesto. Now would be the time because they're not going to know until later. And if something kicks off in a relationship for them, they're not going to know. We're not going to know until it may not even matter anymore. That dude will be a transient halfway house. So yeah, they probably would put him in some sort of halfway house living. Prent Fayez. Prent Fayez, is that right? Prent Fi Prent Fayez. Prent Fayez. That dude will be okay, he will be in halfway housing. Yeah, he might have to be like in a group home, like transitional group home or something. Tashuma's texts were mind blowing. That lady was William Pryor. Okay. Okay, Prent Fayez. Okay. I mean, honestly, he'll need it. I mean, I don't know. I don't, he has to work on his own success. I can't help him, but you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I had some other fool is writing. I had bet some other fools writing Nesta. If Sonia's calling, she may record her own calls. I cannot imagine who would be trying to get with Nesto at this point in time, but they'd have to be a complete fool. They really do. No offense. No offense. If you're out there in the bushes and you are engaging in conversation with Nesto, let us know. If you would like to come out the bushes and come speak your piece about your man, let us know because we won't know about it until it's already too late and then you could fade away. Wow, we don't even have that many votes. Okay, 129 votes. We still have 323. Guys, double tap right here. Let me make it like TikTok. Double tap right here. Double tap right here. Okay. Okay, you hear me giving myself some hearts? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That helps the engagement. Right, broke bum homeless need a ooh, Jay Blake. Hi, Pink Chocolat. Hey, boo. I always felt his downfall was that blind loyalty to Sonya. He should have been speaking to other women. Women marry unalivers. Can you believe it? Yep, unfortunately, since he surrounds himself with felons, it'll probably be Dion or transitional housing. Mm. He's gonna need it. Anyway, guys, I'm not gonna hold y'all too. I feel like we've been doing this for almost 2 hours. This was fun though. Um, if you guys want to, if you want me to run it back, I will run it back for anniversary tonight. When he did his letter to Mr. Such and Such. Is there anything else? Is that just the one, Fran? What woman wants that? There's somebody out here that wants it. Trust me, Jay Blake. I mean, and nobody with like good brain cells, but there's somebody out here. It's sad. It's sad that there are women amongst us that. I mean, look at Sonia. Sonia. I mean, they say Sonia's one of us. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. This was fun. Fran, here's the next poll. Will Nesto try to contact Shirley? I think he's got a no contact for Shirley, doesn't he? He better not. They should make that a condition of his they're going to make that a condition of his parole or his probation to not contact the victims. I don't think he can like all jokes aside, I don't think he can contact her. Once they made her a legit first of all with the bigamy, but now that they are divorced, I don't know that it's in writing yet. It might be somewhere, but I don't think he's allowed to contact the victims. And she would be if she, at the time of the indictment for the bigamy, maybe she wasn't, they were still married, but now that they are not married, he isn't allowed to contact his victims. So I think it just kind of goes. I could be wrong. I don't know if Pam is still here, but I would imagine that they would have that as a stipulation, but I think also because specifically the Strawberry indictment is pretty much all her, um outside of the Rico bigamy crimes, the Strawberry indictment specifically is all of the identity and all of that stuff. I think that it just goes without saying he can't get in contact with her. How did they know where the pretty salon was? You guys love that so much. I felt like we did that a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? But it never gets old. And we know Panay passed away, you guys. If you didn't know, Panay passed away. She was a very attractive lady. It was sad. I just, you know, I feel like you guys knew, and I feel like we mentioned it, but we didn't get all in depth about it because I didn't know her or anything like that, but we knew of her from Shirley. So, rest in peace. And I know she made a lot of people happy. So many people were, um, saying so many nice and positive things, and it's very sad because I don't even know that she looked amazing. I mean, was a very nice looking woman, but she was suffering from something. So, I wish her the best, and she's in a much better place. She's in a much better place, right? Yeah, she passed away. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Dr. Charles, Shirley to me seems like the type, like either way, like I was Panay really her friend? I don't know. It's almost like a case study in a way. The way they fell out, I don't did they fall out because they really fell out? And was it justified on either side? Because Shirley felt a certain type of way. I guess they must have made amends at some point because Shirley was back at the shop. But was Shirley? Was Panay just the one who could do that extra good pixie? Because Panay was her hairdresser. Was Panay her hairdresser and good friend? Because she accused Panay of meddling in her relationship with her daughter. I don't know, to me, I could come back to being friends with anybody who would meddle with me and my daughter. You know what I mean? Get in between my relationship with my kid. Like, that's a no-no. Um, I wonder if Panay was really a friend or was Panay the one who did that good pixie? You know what I'm saying? Or was she both? It might have been, okay, I'll let her do my hair. Shirley seems like she gives zero fucks about a lot. Um, I don't know. I thought she was Sheridan's godmother too. Really? She knew Sheridan that long? She knew them long? The quarrel they had seemed very petty. Yeah. I don't know. Remember all that time there was still a little Nesto energy going around. Um, why would you set up your friend with a scammer? If that's your friend, I mean, if we're trying to trace back who really set up Shirley, was it Panay? Because Ebony Steele was her client and Ebony was dating Nesto first. Seems like they weren't that close, more like stylist friendship. Yeah, like maybe Sheridan called her her godmother, but she wasn't like official. Remember when she was into business with Tasha and Panay got the deal? Panay stole the lady who was the supplier from under. They went to a social event. Yes. It seemed like it wasn't all that to me. It seemed like that relationship ran its course. I just don't know. And yes, remember the meddler caught her there and was surprised that they were there together. Who? Well, Shirley was there with her daughter. I don't know that Shirley and Panay were there. Panay, remember, Panay wasn't there. They went to the shop. The meddler. Um, there was a situation where the YouTube. I'm gonna say it like this, because girl, I'm not saying nobody's girl. There was a situation where folk from the YouTube streets ended up at Panay's salon. Panay was not there. Sheridan was getting her hair done by another stylist, and it just so happened Sheridan came from out the bushes, meaning like the back room, when somebody mentioned this guy. And it is all possible that Shirley was in the back too. She was in the back of the back. She just so happened to be there with her daughter, but Panay wasn't even there. Yes. Pre-Aunt Faya's, yes. Yes, an ex-friend. That was Panay. Yes. I don't think their relationship was all that. I think they were probably very friendly. They may have gone and done a couple of dinners. They probably used to network together. And I think Panay gave her that good pixie. You know, when you find your good stylist that can just do your hair the right way and how you like it and is available and the price is right and all of the things. I think Panay might have been that for Shirley. Shirley didn't want anyone telling her about what her man and his nonsense. Still want to know how she lost her home in California. They short sailed it. She sold it on a short sale. It probably was underwater and they didn't have any money, or money was funny because they did a short sale. Didn't she say at a certain point in the pandemic she was making less money? I'm not sure. They didn't lose it. It was sold. It was sold for a short sale, and the short sale ended up in her bankruptcy. If you go to, I have a video in the playlist where I went through her bankruptcy specifically. Not all of it, and important information was blurred out, but in any case, there was some detail regarding that particular line item, and there was a short sale of the home, so it was sold and liquidated for less than the value. The bank authorized a short sale. The remainder of the short sale ended up in her bankruptcy, but her bankruptcy was dismissed because it was behind on payments. I mean, I can't, bankruptcies get dismissed or discharged. Hers was dismissed. So it was never a complete bankruptcy. It was dismissed, I think, due to non-payment, something like that. The house she owned in California. Did you guys like this setup? I know we normally are vertical, but today was just one of those days that I was like, I don't want to be on the computer. I don't want to play with StreamYard. I am not sharing my screen. We're just going to talk. Was this okay, you guys? I know this is not the preference for most of you guys, but I feel like we had to do what we had to do. I think she said it took some of the money and upgraded the kitchen. No, you're so if you're talking about the house in California, that's not Bent Creek, but Bent Creek is the house from Alpharetta. If you want to know about California, go to the Shirley's bankruptcy video, and that should help. If you want to know about Bent Creek, I would just search Bent Creek on my channel. I think I did a couple of videos about Bent Creek and Pine Grove Road and all of those. This was awesome. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, hun. Oh, thank you, Jay Blake. You guys are so easy. Thank you. I just, I felt like we had to talk. We had to put it on the books. Tonight, we will do like a 1 hour. We're not going to go long because we are so behind on news stories. I know, I know, I know. But we'll get caught up. I think and then also, are you guys, I need to go and see, did, what's her name, testify today at Tyler Robinson's hearing? Did, what's her face? Miss Ma'am, did Charlie's wife go? I wanted to hear her testimony, girl. They said she was supposed to testify today. Let me see. Did she do it? Can you pin your skin products for us? You guys are making me feel away. Oh my God. I will. I promise. I will. You guys are like, y'all, because if you would have 4 years ago, baby, sis had maskne, sis had hyperpigmentation, sis had spots on spots. Okay? Okay. Thank you, Erica. Yes, Erica Kerr. It's been a journey. It's been a ministry. It has been a whole entire thing, girl. It's God. Okay? Because I'm telling you, my face had gotten bad, and I just thought that I was just going to be that girl with hyperpigmentation and residual damage from acne. And it's Farah said to me yesterday, Mom, your face is almost clear. And I was like, you think so? And she said, it's almost clear, Mom. And I was like, won't he do it? Won't he do it, girl? And I don't even really do too, I mean, I'm not fanatic about it, but I do, every day, every day. Um, I'm not like fanatic skincare routine twice a day, but it's definitely once a day. And then I use my oils, my serum. Oh, another thing that I use, which I don't use it all the time, but I started back using it the other day. Do you guys know La Roche-Posay? In a blue container. They have a mineral zinc spray. Um, After you wash your face, let it dry. Don't, use a clean, clean towel, pat, and you spray the zinc, let that dry, then you put your toner on, and then your moisturizers. You can put your serum on, and then you put your moisturizers, but try to give yourself a little bit of dry time in between everything. If you have to just go, do what you got to do. I'm not perfectly dry. I don't always have that much time, but if you just have a minute to just brush your teeth, go put your lotion, do something, let and just dry in between, and then you kind of layer on your glow, and then drink a lot of water. La Roche-Posay, I'll link everything. La Roche-Posay zinc, um, Fenty 3 steps with the 30 SPF, Tula Go and Glow, and Lancer serum. Go watch the Tracy Ellis Ross. Two really good get ready with me's was Tracy Ellis Ross. If you look up Vogue magazine here on YouTube, Vogue magazine, Tracy Ellis Ross, get ready with me. It's so cute. And she gets ready and she uses all of her products, and Naomi Campbell. Okay, because we're all of that age group. Tracy Ellis Ross and Naomi Campbell, what they do, their face routines, you'll be, what is that she used again? Now, Naomi Campbell, baby, it's hard to follow her routine because that lady she is very diligent about how she takes care of herself and her body and all of, she is a health, I'm not going to say health nut like in a bad way, but her body is like her temple. She talks, I mean, that lady she's on something different, but it's very good. If you just have some time you want to watch it, Vogue magazine has a whole bunch of kind of like get ready with me with a lot of celebrities, but my two favorite are Tracy Ellis Ross and Naomi Campbell. They're so good. Yeah, so good. And that's where I found the Lancer serum um, that she uses. I bought that on the strength of Tracy Ellis Ross. And I think the La Roche Posay zinc is a Naomi Campbell hack. Because I was like, if Naomi, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Naomi Campbell does it, baby, I got to go get that. Okay. Okay, so you're familiar with La Roche Posay. Okay. I'll link them. Just come back and I'll link everything. Um, so Amazon, some of those are Amazon links, and then the other stuff will either be Fenty or Ulta or Sephora. So, but you guys are so sweet. But yeah, I was going through it, especially with maskne. The masks broke me out. Girl, I had like a line. I had like an acne line right here. Oh, it was bad. I don't want to gross anybody out, but baby, my eyebrow, I cannot. I don't even want to think about it. It was very painful. But I used also something else really. I had a very good medicine that I used called Tazarac. Anyone who is in the acne struggle right now, if you need a good recommendation, obviously you have to get it from your dermatologist. Tazarac. Girl, I have it right here. This is not a commercial. This is not sponsored. But if I have a breakout, this is what I use. It is like, um, what is that stuff? This is like retin-A and Tretinoin. This is this is retin-A tretinoin's big sister. This is big sis right here. If you're familiar with tretinoin and retin-A, this is big sis. Okay. Um, this is good to y'all. This isn't part of my daily routine, but this is this is something I use. Dr. Hushka Rose Day Cream. This is really good. It's nice for your hands too. You can get this from Whole Foods. Dr. Hushka Rose Day Cream. This I got on the strength of J Lo. J Lo says that this is what she used before J Lo started doing her own skincare. This was the J Lo glow. That's what they said. Now I can believe it. It's good. Um, there might be better out here now, but the Rose Day Cream, that's what they said was the OG J Lo glow. Dr. Hushka. I'm done. Okay. Fran, do you have an affiliate link for Tazarac? No. This is you got to get this from your dermatologist. This is dermatologist. You got to go to dermatologist. Tazarac is if you have a problem, it's going to get you straight. It's going to dry you out. It's going to do all of the things it needs to do to heal your face, but you have to be super diligent with it. And don't get scared when your face starts peeling and all of those things because that's just what it has to do. But if you use it, it's going to work. You'll notice a difference, I would say like 45, 60 days. Within 2 months, you're going to notice a difference. But you need to, keep up on your face routine, use a good moisturizer, stay out the sun, use a SPF, all of the things they tell you to do. Don't touch your face with your hands. You know what I mean? Yes, I use sunscreen. I like to be in the sun. I don't wear like my one of my sisters, she wears a hat all the time. She's like tries to not, but I have to. I love the sun. I have to be out in it. But I use sunscreen. Girl, okay, Bible lady. Um, I bet you like Neutrogena probably is good. Hey, Miss Principal. And the ordinary, yes. I've used that. I don't use it diligently, but I used to be a little addicted to trying, like influencer recommendations. It's nice, but I just said, you know what? Let me stick with what I know. And Fenty was so gentle and it smells so good. If you like a little bit of a fragrance smell to your skincare, it smells like very fresh melon. And it just was doing what it needed to do. I felt like it was giving me a little bit of a glow too. Yeah, so it's non-abrasive. If you need they do have a exfoliating. They have like a cherry smelling, a cherry fragrance exfoliating that you can get too. So if you need some exfoliation, Fenty skincare is nice. I like it. And everything doesn't work for everybody, but it I feel like it works for me. So, and I like Tula also. Like I would totally recommend Tula, but I use Fenty now more than I use Tula. I used to use Tula before I started using Fenty, but I still incorporate a couple of Tula things, specifically um Ready Set Glow, which is like my second moisturizer, and then there's like a vitamin C stick that they have. Lots of water. 100% coconut oil. Everything else breaks me out. So yeah, you see what I mean? Like some people are can just be very natural. Like Ms. Lady, like coconut oil would do nothing for me, but coconut oil, I do like coconut oil in my hair, like as a pre. a pre-wash or whatever. Like put some coconut oil and castor oil and stuff like a day before I wash my hair. Um, yeah, Farrah is like uh, a CeraVe girl, like very natural. Have you tried any of the popular Asian? Let me tell you something. Speak. See, you guys, this is we talk news and crime over here. Y'all, I got this off the TikTok shop. See, you guys are gonna. I was not planning on showing this to you guys. I got this yesterday. Do you guys on TikTok, Dr. Maloxin? I think I either got this off of TikTok or Instagram. This is supposed to be that stuff that you put it on and it takes your bags away. I was like, y'all, why did that? I got suckered. I don't think it did anything, to be honest. I used it yesterday and I was like, it's supposed to be skincare. Look, I'll do a live demo. This is so inappropriate for this channel, but okay. It's not supposed to be makeup. It's supposed to be skincare. It's supposed to like I don't know. Did it do anything? I can't see because I don't have on any glasses. I got this. I either ordered this off TikTok shop or Instagram, but it came yesterday. Now, as far as Korean skincare, like pimple patches and stuff like that, yeah, girl, we do that. We do that around here. Pimple patches. Did it do anything? I don't think it really did anything, but maybe it did. Did it? I can't see. I'll be able to see. I have to have on my regular glasses because with these on, I can't tell. Cos RX. Yes, I like those. I like Cos RX pimple patches. Those are good. I did buy a bottle of Cos RX, the snail stuff. Ew, it's so nasty. I'm gonna be honest with you, the snail stuff from Cos RX, I have a bottle of it. I can't get past that it's snail mucin and it makes me want to throw up. So the bottle is just on a shelf. I don't even use it. It's so slimy. I wish I didn't know that it was snail mucin. You know what I mean? Oh, with Dr. Maloxin, you think I'm just supposed to use it every day? Maybe I am. I need to get some sleep. The past week or two, I'm just going to say the past 5 days have been very dicey with sleep. So yesterday, I don't think anything could have helped me yesterday. So we'll see. I have it right here at my desk. So it's kind of one of those. I don't know. I probably should put it in the bathroom with my other skincare. I see a subtle difference under. Did it do anything? Okay. Okay, guys, this was so much fun. We talked about Nesto. We talked about skincare. Pam, our law intellect friend, our bestie from the streets, came through. Thank you, Pam, for dropping in if you're still here. Our good friends over at Phone Calls from Prison dropped in. So that was very, very, very sweet. So I appreciate y'all so much. Look, 257 votes. Let's see what's going on here. Okay. Y'all. Where's Nesto sleeping? Ooh. Okay. When he gets out. Uh-oh. Okay. Y'all, where's Nesto sleeping when he gets out of jail? Okay. Um, 257 votes. 9% say with Lamont. He's going to Lamont's couch. 11% of you guys say Dre got him covered. 24% says one of the kids, one of his churn. 56% say Sonya. What? 56% say he's going to Sonya's couch. He's going to be in Dre's truck. He's sleeping under a tree. Oh, AK, I can't get past that it's snail mucin. It's just, and I knew what I was ordering. It's so nasty. I can use the patches, but the bottle of it just, ugh. I want to try SK2 and I know it's pricey, so I haven't even bothered because I think it's all snail mucin stuff and I don't want to waste my money. But I heard SK2 is supposed to be so good, but I don't want to spend the money and I'd rather not know. Now that I know, I don't want to try it. Look up PDRN, more like Sydney's couch. Vitamin C is excellent for skin too. Yes. You know who's got a good Ola Heinrichsen. You can find that at Sephora. Ola Heinrichsen has a very nice vitamin C. Also, I'm going to be honest with you. Back in the day, my mom, if you get your like your Florida navel oranges, I mean, obviously make sure they're clean, but if you take your orange peels and the oils from your peels, my mom used to just kind of twist them a little bit to extract some of the oil and just do like a she had really good skin too. But she's the type girl. It was Ivory soap. I don't know that my mom even had like a skincare, like a real skincare routine, but she would use orange peels, like actually like direct from an orange. Just do like a light Sonia barely has. She has that little tiny couch, right? Sydney's. I was like, who's Sydney? Oh yeah, Sonia's daughter. My bad. My bad. I'm forgetting my Nesto history. My bad. Cause isn't Unc Dre a felon? Well, that was a trick question, Candy Jones. I'm just kidding. You are right for bringing that up. He would not be an ideal place to rest his head because he is an ex-felon. And neither would Sonia. Actually, quiet as it's kept, right? Sonia's RV. Wow. All my grandmother used was Noxzema cold cream and Vaseline. Her skin's flawless at 93. Yep. Ponytail's a felon too. You're right. You know, Will will call that out. Sonia is a two-time prison chick, and Lamont. So who's he got? He's got his kids. Hold on. What was that? Oh, I see it now. Now I see what I was looking for. Okay. 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 Two-time prison hen. Is he? He said he wasn't, so I don't know. I don't want to say anything about that man because that man hates me. So we're not gonna be talking about that man's sons. That man's son. I voted the kids as well because all of his buddies are felons except Daryl. But Daryl been missing in action for years now. He's going to stay with Shirley. I don't, yeah. Shirley who? Not, he might be going to stay with Shirley Jones or Shirley Jackson. He's not going to stay with no Shirley Strawberry. You Dre has been on the straight and narrow, right? The news says he was a felon, but Dion said he is not. Okay. Daryl showed up to visit, so that's worth a night on his couch. I not, his wife might be like, no. Is Daryl's wife alive? Don't give me the line. I don't know. Let me see if I can find. Hold on a second. Let me. My tie. We talked about some. Ms. Lady, thank you for the floating hearts, babe. We talked about so many different things, y'all. I'm probably in trouble over here. Make sure nobody unsubscribed. Okay, we got a couple new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I appreciate y'all very much. This was a Nesto 4-year jailiversary trip down memory lane. We might do a throwback video tonight to just seal it off. Okay. He looks like he's wearing eyeliner, doesn't he? He does look like he's wearing eyeliner. He sure does. This is the same day. This is the same day, y'all. Thank you for, yes, that is his mugshot. Okay. They slammed me to the ground. I was parked half a football field away. It was like the whole thing was a lie. Hold on, let me go back to the other one. Mai Tai, thank you, Bougie, for keeping us in the know. Absolutely. Okay, you guys. Hold on a second. This was so much fun. We're going to do this more often because honestly, sometimes it does, sometimes StreamYard is just not working. It's not operating right. It's so annoying. So we'll do this more, especially if it's between me being live or not. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's like, you know what I mean? Sometimes this is just easier. And I do this a lot in members. So, you know, you might see this a little bit more often. Sudden change. I'm in. Did they pull a pow pow on him? I feel like they were like, "Sir, can you just move to the side, sir? Can you turn around?" Like they were so pleasant with him. They didn't have to give him a bunch of like, "We're gonna need for you to da 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 da." You guys, I did get all of the video from the the creepy guy Josh. I got his full interview. I need to watch it. I got it yesterday. I got all of the body cam, which was a lot. No pow pow was drawn. No pow pow was used in this to effectuate this arrest. Okay. What was he gonna do? Run? What was he actually going to do? You guys, all right, I'll be back a little bit later, okay? And we're going to do that one video, Nesto reading the letter. Is that the one you guys want to do? Is that what you guys wanted? I wrote a letter to such and such because we did where they know what how they know where the beauty salon is. We did that one already. We've been doing our Nesto throwbacks, and then we probably I don't know if we're gonna have anything else Nesto until next month. Okay. All right, tonight. Okay. Let's say around like 9:30 ish, something very cute, and I will fire up StreamYard and all of the things. Any updates on Kayla? No. She's still on this is the update on Kayla. She's still she's still not in custody. That's the cut that is it. Let me look something up really fast. Let me see. She's still on the run. I hope when they find her, this is my hope, that Mark Winnie and Ashley Lincoln, I hope that Atlanta News First, WBTV, I hope that somebody from Atlanta has a camera going and gets the whole thing for us. That's my main hope. When she gets arrested, I hope that somebody catches it and posts it straight to the internet so we can, girl, did you see that? That's my hope. And I hope that Mark Winnie or Ashley Lincoln are standing out in front of Fulton County and are like, tonight we're outside in front of Fulton County Detention Center, and there was an arrest made for a fugitive on the run for the past 30 days who was sentenced to 7 years for a RICO here in Fulton County. Her name is Kayla Brown, and she was apprehended over at damn Waffle House. Okay? Wherever she's apprehended at, I hope they get her good. Okay? Hold on. Thank you. Is it Noko? Noko Mama. Hey, Noko Mama. Thank you, hun. Thank you for my sunshine. Um, let's see Trakilla Jones case. Now, I heard something about Trakilla Jones. I don't want to say anything, but she has court on the 6th, and it looks like her lawyer is going to be out. He filed a leave of absence, and he looks like he's going to be, but he could be out for her case. I don't know. Comes now Christopher Campbell, counsel of record for defendant, and respectfully notifies the judge to whom he has cases pending all affected clerk of courts, the period of leave during which attorney will be away from his practice are as follows. And he's got the 6th through the 10th, but they have court on the 6th, but they might have something coming up sooner. But we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it next week. Yeah, we'll talk about it on like Monday or Tuesday. It's not on the docket, so I don't want to say. Let me see if they put anything under Kayla's case. I mean, we know Kayla's case is closed. Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't read Kayla's final documents. So I owe you that too. I need to make a list. Um, Her final disposition. Yeah, we never read that. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow, definitely. Um, but you guys know what it is, but we didn't like formally close everything out with her final document. We'll do it tomorrow and get caught up on all the news. Okay. All right, you guys. Have a good one. I'm gonna let y'all go. Okay, 4 year jail anniversary. I'll see you guys tonight. We'll do a throwback video, and that is our 4 year jail anniversary celebration. I'll put up a live in a minute so you guys can all hit the notify me button and I can see you there. So meet me there, or what is it? I always get it wrong. Beat me there, don't meet me there. Okay. So I'll put the live up in a minute and make sure to hit the notify me button because, baby, you know how this thing goes. It gets weird. Okay. Bye, guys. See you later.